new in town? Will you cut it out and look?
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times the Mary Tyler Moore Show tackled serious issues.
So go ahead, my dear. Laugh or chuckle.
For this list, we're ranking the very special episodes of this groundbreaking 70s series that featured formative plot lines about hot-button or controversial issues. What's your favorite episode of The Mary Tyler Moore Show? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Sexual Freedom. It doesn't feel like hyperbole to say that The Mary Tyler Moore Show walked so today's situation comedies following single women could run.
Look, Rhoda, whatever I did, it's my own business, okay? That good, huh?
The idea of an independent career woman living a sexual lifestyle, away from the defining status of marriage, was risque business back in the early 70s. As a result, there were a number of episodes that broke new ground in how single women were portrayed during this time. For example, Just Around the Corner detailed the shock of Mary's parents finding out that she stayed out with a date all night.
You got home at 8:27 this morning?
More or less, yes, Dad.
Elsewhere, You've Got a Friend played up a sight gag about Mary taking birth control for laughs, but at least at the time, this was some exciting new territory.
Don't forget to take your pill.
I won't.
Number 9. Independence.
Saturday, we'd go out. Sunday, I'd cry. Monday, I never wanted to see him again, and by Thursday, I prayed he'd call back. Friday, he did. Saturday, we'd go out. No, not again.
The character of Mary Richards was portrayed right from the jump as someone who felt in control of her emotions. So, when an old flame arrives in town and wants to rekindle a relationship with Mary, the audience is surprised to see Richards feeling weakened and emotionally vulnerable.
It's nothing to be mad about. I mean, you can't help it if you don't care.
I don't, huh? I care.
Tom, it's just so hard not knowing if I'm ever going to see you again and only knowing that when I do, you're going to leave.
This version of Mary feels perhaps more like the person she was prior to moving to Minneapolis, Minnesota, a woman still very much defined by her relationships with men. The notions of female independence presented here with remembrance of things past touch upon the power dynamics within romantic relationships, but they also demonstrate how women were growing further and further apart from what was expected of them by an increasingly outdated sense of patriarchal morality.
You want a deeper relationship. You want to be wife, mistress, mother, sister, and friend. I just don't think 1 out of 5 is enough for you.
You're right. 1 out of 5 isn't enough.
Number 8. Love, separation, and divorce. The trial separation of Lou Grant and his wife Edie was one of the most emotionally complex and compelling storylines of the show's entire run. The Lou and Edie story from season 4 showcases Edie's reasons for leaving Lou, specifically a desire to finally be on her own and have a life for herself.
I may hate it, and I may screw it up, but I want to have time to get to know Edie Mackenzie Grant.
The road to her eventual remarriage in season 6's Edie Gets Married was marked by some of the series' best writing. It showcases how Lou and Edie still possess a lot of love for one another in spite of everything.
I don't love her, but I like her. Right. Don't get me wrong. I used to love her, but I don't now. Gotcha. Now, I just like her, but I don't love her.
Ed Asner and Priscilla Morrill pull on some heavy heartstrings in both episodes. Asner in particular brings the waterworks as he watches his ex-wife walk down the aisle with someone else.
She said I
This
do.
ring is a symbol of your marriage vow.
I know.
For as much as Howard and Edith are
And I didn't fall apart, did I?
and have witnessed the
No,
same
you
for this
didn't.
company.
Number 7. Mortality. Ted Knight's portrayal of newsman Ted Baxter was largely played as a broad comedic foil. This was readily apparent even when the episode Ted's Change of Heart showcased Ted having a mild heart attack live on the air.
Ted, are you okay?
The fire department's on its way.
Why'd you order the fire department? They're not on fire.
The Mary Tyler Moore Show was always able to balance out humor and drama with the deftest of hands. This episode is no exception.
I'm going to savor each moment of life like some rare exotic delicacy. And I'm going to treat every person like I'm never going to see them again.
Ted's newfound appreciation for life is, at first, played up as an annoyance for his workmates, but soon enough, they too begin to focus on the everyday beauty of the world. Ted's Change of Heart doesn't bang us over the head with its message, but rather uses levity to show us that we should take time to appreciate the little things in life.
Don't it doesn't last forever, so it wears off. But that's no reason not to appreciate it when it's here. Hey, we got it. Let's make the most of it.
Number 6, body image.
Rhoda, you're a beauty contestant. Hey, that's terrific.
They just needed someone to make the other contestants look good. Stand next to Morgenstern, kids. You look great.
The character of Rhoda Morgenstern was a breakout hit for The Mary Tyler Moore Show, so much so that she was spun off for her own series Rhoda in 1974. Valerie Harper always shined in the role, but this third season episode showcased even more of the actress's talents beyond her impeccable comic timing. Rhoda the Beautiful displays the character's issues with societal ideas of beauty, while also struggling with her own self-image and weight.
I had no idea the whole look was, so right. The figure, the hair. Oh, that's you.
Rhoda was known for playing up her looks for laughs, so when she loses 20 pounds and wins a beauty contest, she's not sure how to react. The episode is funny, sure, but it's also surprisingly prescient about the issues women still go through to this day.
Look, I may not say terrific things about myself, but Rhoda, I don't say that I'm nothing.
Sure, but you don't have to worry about someone beating you to it.
Number 5, infidelity. The inimitable Cloris Leachman was another actress who was able to spin off her character, Phyllis Lindstrom, into a new series. In The Lars Affair, however, a new character was introduced, played by another unforgettable television icon, Betty White.
I'm not doing it for myself, you understand, but for those ladies out there who need me.
White's Sue Ann Nivens is the furthest thing from her Golden Girls character of Rose Nyland. She's a man-eating and passive-aggressive Martha Stewart prototype who debuts on The Mary Tyler Moore Show by having an affair with Phyllis's husband Lars.
Lars gets car sick if he drives over 30 miles an hour. It's true. We missed the first act of Man of La Mancha, West Side Story, and The Sound of Music. Oh, not The Sound of Music.
Although we never see Lars on screen, the back and forth between White and Leachman was one for the sitcom history books.
Sitting and talking is one thing, but why you should deliberately destroy an innocent souffle that never did you any harm. One moment of harm, that's beyond me. I think you've gone too far. You're bananas, you know that?
Number 4, freedom of the press. The Watergate scandal was on the minds of many American viewers back in 1974. As a result, this 5th season episode ties into the importance of a free press when Mary refuses to give up one of her sources to a judge.
Mr. Grant, if I don't change my mind and tell them what they want to know, I'm going to jail tonight. And I just wish I could be sure I'm doing the right thing.
The image of Mary Richards fighting for what she believed in was a powerful one, and also underlined her character's importance as a television producer. Additionally, the episode features a memorable appearance from actress Barbara Colby as a sex worker Mary meets while in her jail cell.
I know, you're probably not a bad kid, and this must be a very trying experience for you. But if you mention your toothbrush one more time, I'm gonna spit up.
Mary Richards' down-to-earth treatment of the character and Colby's human, less exaggerated portrayal of the occupation was a breath of fresh air back in '74.
You work for a news show and you wouldn't say who gave you a story and that's why you're here?
Yes.
In other words, they put you in jail just for doing your job?
Yep, that's right. Same as us.
Number 3, prejudice.
Look, Mary, I know you think I'm a bigot, but I'm not, really. It's just that I've always kind of traveled in my own circle of friends, and I just never had a chance to know any Jewish people very well.
Even in the garment center?
The Jewish heritage of our aforementioned Rhoda Morgenstern never really showed up as a primary focus for cheap laughs or parody on The Mary Tyler Moore Show. It was just part of Valerie Harper's character, and its acceptance was just one of the reasons why this series has endured for so long. However, the episode Some of My Best Friends Are Rhoda uses Morgenstern's background as a means for Mary to make a stand when one of her friends makes insensitive remarks about Rhoda.
Oh, it's not that I don't want her to play. It's just that some of the people at the club aren't as, well, liberal as you and I are.
Mary's defense of Rhoda, during a time when prejudicial stereotypes were still very much the norm on TV, was brave and bold.
Joanne, I'm not Jewish.
I knew that. Didn't you think I knew that?
No, I don't think you knew that. I think for a minute there, you weren't sure, and it made a difference.
Number 2, death and remembrance.
Something terrible has happened.
What is it, Lou?
Someone we all know is dead.
Chuckles the Clown was a minor recurring character, a children's show host who tragically passed away while serving as Grand Marshal for a parade. The manner of Chuckles' death results in most of the cast spouting off jokes about the clown's passing, apart from Mary, who can't seem to understand why her co-workers are acting this way.
It's a release, Mary. People need it to get over a tragedy. Everybody does it.
I don't.
It isn't until the end of the episode, at Chuckles' funeral, where we feel that in some odd way, the clown would want people laughing at his last days. The scene itself is emotionally complex, a mixture of laughter and tears that's as powerful as anything ever shown on TV in the 70s or today.
Go ahead, laugh out loud. Don't you see, nothing would have made Chuckles happier. He lived to make people laugh.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Equal pay.
What would you say if the station manager kept trotting in groups of people and saying, "This is our woman executive"?
What do you say?
Oh, usually, hi.
The Mary Tyler Moore Show didn't wait to make its feminist mark upon the cultural landscape of television. The very first episode, Love Is All Around, displayed perfectly how nervous yet cautiously optimistic Mary Richards is about starting a new life.
You know what? You got spunk.
Well,
We see here how she's unafraid to leave behind the comforts of a known but stalled relationship for the unknown, exciting life in a new job. Even bolder for the time was the third season premiere, The Good Time News, where Mary demands equal pay for the equal work she's doing compared to her male predecessor.
I'm doing as good a job as he did.
Better.
And I'm being paid less than he was because...
You're a woman.
That episode's conclusion doesn't work out 100% in Mary's favor, but it was radical territory to cover at a very important time for women in the workplace.
Well, Mr. Grant, I'm not sure you fully understand the principle involved here. I mean...
The whole $50, huh?
Right.
Okay, I'll try and get you $50 a week more.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.